Welcome back to Drift Delvers. It is episode 41, and I want to give a special welcome back to our buddy, our good friend, our curmudgeon, not curmudgeon, and probably soon to be curmudgeon again. Welcome back, Zach. How you doing, buddy?
Welcome back, senpai. I don't know how I got this curmudgeon.
I think he's had a life-changing experience, and he's going to be the most positive person
was just joking.
After I sleep.
This is post-Japan, Zach, okay?
Yeah.
Don't make any assumptions right now.
Y'all can't see him right now, but he's wearing a kimono.
Just fucking send me back, dude.
Yeah. He got rid of his bed. He's now sleeping on a futon?
Tatami or whatever.
So in case our listeners don't know, if you're not on the Discord or whatever, it's been 4 weeks since we've sat down to record this episode because Zach has taken a very long extended trip to Japan. And he soloed that trip out there and kind of got to experience. This is a big thing that you were wanting to do for a while, right, Zach? This is something you've had on your mind.
I was
bucket
trying
list type shit, you know?
Before we ever started this podcast,
Right.
I was trying to move over there. So
Right.
Yeah.
Well, so you did it, man, and you're back here. We're making him record 36 hours. Well, I guess it's now been 48 hours.
Yeah.
Since he's gotten
maybe
back.
4 or 5 hours of sleep, something like that. Yeah.
So I appreciate you being here, Zach.
Hey, man.
How was it?
Just don't ask me anything too difficult tonight.
What can you compare the economic and socio-political status between Japan and America? No? How was it then? We'll start easy. How was the trip? Did you have a good time?
Oh, man, yeah, I had a great time. But the thing is like, it was so long and so much happened that I don't really know where to begin to like unpack it. So if you have a specific thing that you want to know, you can like maybe just ask, and I can try to elaborate on.
Sure. We don't have enough time, I think, here to do the whole like slideshow presentation of your 3 weeks there.
Yeah.
But I will say from the images that you did send us while you were there seemed to be a lot of architectural viewing that you did. A lot of temples and castles and
I went
gates
to
and stuff.
That's mostly what I did. Was just go. I love that shit, and so I visited mostly. I did not do. There was so much I didn't do because I would go and find temples, shrines, castles, museums. I think that's like 90%, and then like food. I ate a lot of good shit,
You gotta have anything like any favorites, or was it just like good eats?
I do have a favorite thing that I ate.
Okay.
And it's like basically it's like two different dishes, but they're basically the same dish, and it's Hiroshima style okonomiyaki, and then like Osaka has their own version of the Hiroshima style okonomiyaki that they call modern yaki, like modern yaki, and it's essentially like a savory pancake that they cook on a griddle. But they'll put like a bunch of meat and like noodles and like sauce and shit on it.
Oh, it's like those giant big crepe things that then they roll up, right?
Except it's with noodles.
No, it's like
instead.
it's flat. It's
the whole
flat.
you'd serve to you flat.
Yeah.
Okay, I see.
Yeah, and man, it's so good. There were several times where I could have tried something different, and I was like, man, I'm just craving that okonomiyaki. So I ate that a few times, and I have no idea where to get it anywhere in this state. So it's going to be one of those things that I like have a hankering for and no way to resolve.
You didn't get the recipe, dude?
No.
Yeah, make it at home.
No, I mean I'm sure you can. I'm sure you can Google it or whatever. But like,
you don't have a griddle though.
I don't have a griddle. No.
Easy. Just get one from Amazon, dude. You got it.
Yeah, I mean you just need a flat top.
Well, that one of my biggest interests is music, and I know that you're a big fan of a lot of the music. So music that is over there. You got to go see one of your favorites from
I did. Yeah. That was a really good show. I got my face melted off.
Who reattached it for you?
Who reattached it?
They got great healthcare over there.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly. Yeah. Cheap healthcare, dude. You just get lucky. Yeah, there you
take
go.
care of-
Dustin posted the Hiroshima style okonomiyaki.
That looks fine, dude.
Dude, it's so good, man. I'm telling you, it's really good. It's just super tasty.
Like, good, yeah.
Dude, here's what's really interesting about a Japanese music crowd is that every show you go to, there will be some type of clap or chant or group activity for the crowd to participate in collectively.
Choreographed.
It's
Yeah.
like going to soccer games in England.
Yeah, right. So like there's like different parts of different songs or something. There is some kind of engagement that everybody does in sync with each other.
Oh man, I wish I had a favorite band that did something like
Yeah,
that.
I think there's stuff like that with Fish, right?
Yeah.
Which
is makes sense why they got kind of popular over in Japan, because it's they do that. So yeah. So what was the thing that you? Was there something for like every song, or was it just like
different parts of different songs? Like you have to chant, like a hey or something, like on a time, or like in breakdowns you start doing claps, And the thing is, man, you get like. There are certain times where I wanted to just hear the band,
like shut up, crowd?
but all I can hear is the claps or is the chants. And that, look, it's all fine, you know what I mean? But
It's part of the live experience.
It's part of the
right?
live experience. Yeah. But then you start wanting to hear that some of those things in the song. Like in the album cut of a song, and so it's really interesting. Like it feels like some songs are created with crowd participation in mind. Like it needs that layer exists for the crowd to be the fifth member or sixth member of the band or whatever it is. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
So that was cool. Public transit is fantastic. The trains were very easy.
Those trains be training.
The trains be training, for sure. Buses, though, man, listen, for as good as the trains are, the buses kind of blow ass, dude. I'm going to be honest with you, man. I didn't like them. When you go to smaller cities, a lot of times it's a bus and not, an extensive subway system or whatever, right? It's like it's a bus line system. And my Suica card that like works everywhere didn't work for the buses. There was several times where I went to tap to see if it would work. Like you get on the bus and like you have to like tap in your local transit card or whatever. And it didn't work, and I'm standing there looking like a fucking idiot foreigner trying to make my shit work.
I mean, you are.
Yeah. I mean, you just say up, sumimasen. Baka gaijin desu, like I'm a stupid foreigner. I'm sorry.
Is that really what that translates to? Or is it just like I'm sorry?
Sumimasen, baka gaijin desu.
Yeah.
Excuse me, I'm a dumb foreigner. Yeah.
Just stupid foreigner.
Yeah, and I definitely would say that. Like when I fuck something up, I would sumimasen, baka gaijin desu, just to like.
Break the ice.
Just own it. You know what I mean? Just own it. Like, I don't know what. Like, there was several times, like, these, like, old ladies helped explain. Like, when I first got on a bus, I think in Hiroshima, and I didn't know what I was doing on the bus, these, like, sweet okasans, like, mothers, like, they helped explain in very simple Japanese what I needed to do. I had to get a little ticket, okay, and then when you get off the bus, you go to the front of the bus and you put the ticket down in the slot It tells you how much you owe, and then you like put your coins down in the slot after the ticket until you've paid up your fare.
Gotcha.
And but
That was the last time I ever rode a Japanese bus.
Dude, listen. There was one time that it was late. I had been out like eating and drinking in the city, and I fucked up and booked a B&B like in the burbs. And Hamamatsu, I think. And I looked at the bus route, and the last bus route that would get me close to the burbs, it was like maybe 10 minutes faster than me just walking the shit. It was like a 40-minute walk. Mm-hmm. And so I opted to just walk that shit. Yeah. And I got almost back to my B&B, and here comes the bus. You know, and I was like, fuck it. Fuck it, it was worth it. I didn't have to deal with the shit.
Yeah,
you know,
and you got some exercise in, you know?
Oh, I got, I think I averaged about 18,000 steps a day, every day for 3 weeks.
Wow. Is it like really hilly there?
Yes, dude. Yes, it is. Yes.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you're going up multiple. I mean, I think I did 10 to 12 flights a day average.
Wow.
You know.
Goodness gracious.
Yeah.
Well, you made me thirsty. I'm going to go get a beer. Does
anybody
else have any questions for our international traveler?
No,
I thought you were about to say anybody want a beer. I was like,
save a little bit so I can get him on the Tom Talks, man.
That's great.
Yeah,
man,
but
Zach, I'm looking at this okonomi sauce. I think I'm just gonna buy this sauce.
Just get you some, dude. It's
looks
so savory and delicious. Like it's really. I mean, I'm telling you, it's like addictive. You just want it.
This dish looks like everything I want in my life. It's got the noodles. It's got that savory pancake. Is that eggs on top?
It just looks like a comfort food.
It's like meat. There's like meat in it as well, and like not lettuce, you know, but some kind of greenery that they throw in the grill as well.
What, like bok choy or something?
Yeah, maybe
or like some seaweed or something like that.
Yeah.
Talk about some
I didn't ask what all was in it. You know, I just ate it.
It's got some dried
I did that with a
kelp
lot of
shavings.
stuff, dude. I just didn't ask. I just like, what is this? I don't know. I don't care. It looks good. I'm gonna eat it. You know.
Sliced pork belly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It was fire.
Hell yeah.
I would love to know where I can get that in a 1 hour drive. I just doubt it. You know?
Yeah.
It's gonna be hard, brother.
Yeah.
Especially an hour from where you are.
From where I am.
Yeah.
Jackson, Mississippi. Yeah.
I don't think that I can find that here in this city.
Yeah.
Maybe.
It's
Your chances
possible.
are higher. I think your chances are higher.
Oh, they're definitely higher.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about that, but I'm not certain that I could find that here. We're glad you're back. We're glad you made it safe.
Thank you. Yeah.
I'm sorry you had to come back here.
I'm glad to be here with you all.
Right.
I am not glad to be back. Does that make sense?
Yeah, totally.
Okay.
Yeah.
Totally. Yeah.
Well,
let's play some Starfighter.
Yeah, let's play some Starfighter. Let's take you on a journey somewhere else to another domain, even that's under attack by CORA, the AI, the rogue AI that has found its own sentience and has decided to come and take over this dream plane for her own ends. You guys were split up, but you've now rejoined after dealing with some security bots and some holograms. And Gil is sitting there ass out in his flappy pajamas. But you guys have his stuff. So, Dustin, you can go ahead and re-equip your armor and your weapons.
All right. Thank you guys for bringing. You had the foresight to bring this. My ass is straight out and I'm getting a little bit of breeze.
Anytime.
Yeah.
I ripped a button when I was running down the hall and now I can't close it.
My pickling marbles are just dangling in the wind.
TMI.
You should tan a bit.
I wonder if I can tan now.
I doubt it, right? It's like this. the swirls.
Yeah,
It's
just get more purple.
He's just,
I'm just picturing a nude peppermint.
Stop it. I don't want to picture that, John.
Gil is just a little. To me, he's a cream saver.
Yeah,
cream
yeah,
saver.
yeah, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. It's got multiple hues.
Yeah.
Well, you guys are on the bottom floor of the Somnium Spire. And,
Sorry.
Somnium.
Somnium.
yep, that's it.
Somnium Spire.
Somnium.
And you know that CORA is centralized here at the computer core of this tower. As I said, you just got rid of some holograms, but you know that they'll be back in an hour unless you, stop CORA and what she's doing. And that's where we're going to pick up right now. What do you guys do?
Well,
We climb the spire.
that's right.
She's up here. She had me in a
It's just that easy.
she had me in a nightmare, but she wasn't strong like me. I got out of there, and what really was my nemesis was this fucking door right here. I just couldn't.
Oh, this
get
door
through
right
this
here. And
fucking
she
door.
tries to open it, and yep, it's locked.
Tale as old as time.
Well, no, the door's open now because he got in there,
I meant this one right here. That's
Yeah,
the one
that's
I was
the one
thinking.
that he came in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Took me like
Okay.
so many turns to get
Pretty
it
much the
unlocked.
whole combat. You were locked behind that door, but you did get it open. And so you strap up,
Strap on, baby.
and strap on, I guess, if that's that's your thing. So yeah, you could probably at least lead them to the stairs because you know where they are. And I imagine that you could bypass the floor that you were on because you already know what the deal is there and continue upwards, yes?
Yes.
All right, I am going to drag you guys to the next level.
Let's just skip this floor. There's just nightmares.
just nightmares.
It's just nightmares here. Okay.
Nightmares all the way up.
Yeah, all the way up. Okay, so let's see. Sayun. Here, let's just go ahead and get you in the landing here. That way you guys can kind of get yourself sorted. I'll unpause the game. There's two doors now here. There's a door to the north and a door to the west. What would you like to do?
Let's.
Question.
Yes,
We just had a combat. Do we need to take 10?
you can't.
Oh.
Yeah, we're gonna hurry.
Yeah.
Those holograms are gonna come back.
You want to rest?
I
Savannah?
remember us talking about like take 10 at one point.
We were talking about how we couldn't do it, which is why we asked Heath not to use his thing. What's it called? The bionic
invigoration.
Yeah, the biotic invigoration.
Right.
My bionic
Thank you for
arms.
reminding
Yeah.
me.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so no time for a short rest, unfortunately, but you do have these two doors to deal with. Choose from.
Someone else get the door.
What about the western door? What do y'all think about that? How do y'all feel about?
I think you made a choice, and you should go for it.
All right. So Saiyan moves towards the western door and tries to push it open.
You don't even have to try; it just does, like you do.
Oh, it's just like automatically slides open.
Yeah, like
The slide door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very nice.
it's like, and it opens up into this like foresty kind of dreamscape, right? An improbable sight waits behind this door, a thicket of ancient trees clustered within the room. Their gnarled roots twist into the floor and loom into trunks that reach hundreds of feet high. Golden shafts of sunlight filter through the emerald canopy while mushrooms sprout between the roots. The air hangs thick with the smell of loam.
Wasn't expecting that.
Also, in this place, you see a person, a female Goran, kind of huddled in the corner.
Ooh. The Gorons are the plant people, right?
Yes.
All right. I guess we need to Like a perception check? What is she?
She just looks scared, right?
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, she sees you come in and she's like, "Oh, it's you all from the grotto. This Cora, or this AI has taken over the building. She identifies herself as Cora. I just hid here because I don't know. She's created these robots and all these drones, and I didn't want to get blasted."
Yes, we are.
A wise move.
Are we all? Okay.
We are acquainted with this AI.
You are? How so?
It's a long story.
Okay, well, maybe after this is all said and done, you guys can tell me about it. But so what are you doing here?
Well, we're trying to kill the bitch.
Okay, well, yeah, okay. As long as Cora controls the mainframe, she can do whatever she wants here. She can manifest anything she wants. She has complete control of Sinishur and the dream energy that it's terrifying. Nightmares can unfold. Can you even kill an AI? How do you do it?
First things first. Just give us directions over to the mainframe so we can go.
Just
ahead
go
and
up.
Just go up, and that's it.
Well, no, I mean like north is what I mean.
Okay. North?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Now that gives us a little bit more direction on that. Yeah. So, are you going to be safe here, or you were talking about nightmares? Do you need an escort out? Or,
well, I'm a pro.
Path is clear downstairs.
I'm a pro with dealing with nightmares, right? Like, it's my job. I work here at the Spire. I manifest dreams all the time, but we're supposed to manifest all sorts of dreams and dreams that mean something. And now it's under the whim of this maniacal, murderous AI.
That sounds.
To answer your question, I think I'll be okay here in this room. As you see, I
Thank you.
made a nice little space for myself that I feel comfortable in, and that I can blend into.
Like a dream bubble?
Yeah, that's a good way to call it, to say what it is. Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. We were able to gain entry here with very much
Yeah, the
ease.
whole front glass was broken out. I know.
Oh, okay. Never mind. So there is no way to lock this then, or barricade. Okay.
Oh, you mean this door? This
yes,
door?
this room. Yeah, just to ensure her safety.
Yeah.
or their safety.
I'm fine. I can blend in here. Nobody's really come into here. They seem to be moving out about Sinishur, but I think I'm safer here than I am out on the streets.
Have you heard anything else around in these other rooms?
No.
Okay. All right.
All right, well, I guess before we go north to try to deactivate this Cora, for apparently the second time, is there anything that you can tell us? Any helpful tips on how to
Or
get...
anything to of assistance?
Well, I hope that one of you guys can hack, because there's no way you're going to even get to her unless you can hack into the nodes and take back control of the mainframe.
Well, I have a little bit of computer knowledge, but not much experience hacking, but I'll give it my best shot. But why don't you, I guess, huddle down for safety, get yourself rooted down, and stay
rooted,
safe.
that's what we say.
It is. Great.
Right, plant person. Okay.
Right,
Don't say that.
right.
That's very rude. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I mean that's it.
Okay.
That's it. Yeah.
All right. Well,
Okay.
Sorry for disturbing you.
Sorry.
Give me everything you have now.
Well, I don't have much. Here's a couple pieces of lint and some change.
You don't have any
very
credits?
useful.
No cred stick?
Well, it's in. I have a retina scanner. You can't have my eyeballs.
Give me that.
Give me that.
John
your
gets his
eyeballs, too.
revenge. Okay.
That's a reference to APA.
Oh, that's right.
All right.
No one
Okay,
got that.
this is not the solution here.
Doesn't
so we need to
look
go
like
back out
there's
to the
any
hallway.
mainframes here. No.
Okay. In that case, we try the door to the north of the
All right.
hallway.
Yeah, you can.
Door to the north.
Then we'll also try to open that.
Yeah, and it opens.
Opens. Oh, and it's a single file hallway.
It is a single
Sure.
file hallway that leads to another
About
door.
25 feet up to the north.
Yep. Keep your
Another
mind
doorway.
shielded, or all of a sudden you'll just be naked.
Yeah.
Raya, are you moving up?
Yeah.
There we go.
All right. Saying we'll try the door.
Okay.
It
You
opens.
do. Yeah, it opens, and it opens into
in.
what is clearly the mainframe room.
Look at that.
It contains identical workstations that all link to the Dream Network. There are some windows here. This is the hub of Desna's Dream Network. So, like, you know that you're coming here to do this, but I think there might be a little moment of, like, overwhelming awe, too, that this is, like, kind of the center focal point for all of the dreams that she creates, for the energy that is manifesting into Sinishore, like, that creates Sinishore. Like, it's all stems from here, you know? And so this is the
behind
control.
the curtain, you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So you know that you're going to have to get in here and hack. Now, we said at the beginning of this whole thing that we were going to try out some of the various editions that some of the splat books for Starfinder 1E put out. And it's actually built into this adventure for a subsystem called dynamic hacking. All right. So this takes hacking and makes it a little bit more of a more robust,
More dynamic.
more dynamic, you might say. It turns it into a bit of a mini game as opposed to just a singular computers check, right? And I'm going to kind of go over some of the basics here. All right. So first of all, one of the major differences here is this: it's an encounter that happens in phases. And in each phase, the hacker will have various objectives that they can try to pursue. The way they do this is that they create a digital persona, you know, and this is like a data representation of you in the data space, right? In computer space, the metaverse, whatever you want to call it, you know. And in order to do that, there's a lot into it. I'm not going to go like line by line, but you basically create this version of yourself, or this representative image that has a certain amount of connection points, which serves as a stand-in for hit points, you know. And if you get to 0 on the connection points, you get booted out of the dataverse that you're in, right? You lose your connection to the hacking. Now, there's a lead hacker, and then there's support hackers. The lead hacker will obviously be the one doing the most of the hacking, but the support hackers can kind of help with various other skills. So this allows PCs that don't have a lot of computer skills or computer training to still be useful and assist.
Okay.
There's also this other kind of part of it where computers gets broken down into 3 sub-skills, okay? That deceive, hack, and process. Deceive represents your ability to hide or misrepresent your identity to avoid detection. Confound foes and trick your way past safeguards. Hack represents your prowess to manipulate programs, exploit vulnerabilities, and brute force your way into computer files. And process represents your ability to identify threats and opportunities, as well as change, sustain, defend, or repair your own programs. Your modifier for each of these sub-skills equals your computer skill modifier plus any modifiers based on how you configure your hacking persona. So there's this whole thing, but given that Dustin is the only one that has a meaningful amount of computer ranks, we'll just go, and Dustin, will you tell me, of those, on those three, what bonuses do you have?
Okay. So, based on my computer's level, I can't really have that many bonuses unless I take a negative to 1, and I can bump up another one by 1. So, I feel like Gilderon's not very a deceptive person. So he's taken a -1 to deceive, but he has a +1 to hack and +1 to process.
Excellent. All right. So keep that in mind, because those three things will be kind of the key ways that you overcome obstacles, right? Each one will have certain successes that you'll have to do with those three sub skills. All right. So lead hackers can perform a major action and a minor action during each phase.
Major, minor.
I will link this once again, so it's mostly for Dustin's benefit, because most of the skills are major, as support hackers can only do a minor action each turn. You can, if you want, at the start of your turn, a hacker can choose to perform additional actions. A lead hacker can choose to take up 3 additional major actions during the turn, but they take a cumulative -5 penalty to all skill checks they attempt during their turn for each additional major action taken. So it's much like it is in 2E, right? You have a multiple hack penalty to where, like, you can try again, but it'll be a -5, and if you try again after that, it'll be another -5.
Okay.
A support hacker can choose to take a major action instead of a minor action by spending 1 resolve point, but given that none of you really have meaningful computers other than Dustin, you're best going to be using your turn to aid Gil.
Okay.
All right. We're almost there. Each objective has a way that you can resolve the objective, which will be a certain amount of successes associated with one of the 3 sub-skills. For example, a resolve entry might have a listed like a hack, 2 successes, and process 1 success. So that would mean that you would need 2 successful hack checks and 1 successful process check to overcome that objective. Okay. There's a support category that tells me skills that that you guys can do to provide aid, which will give a bonus, a +2 bonus, to hit their check, and each one has some other skills that you can do. And then some of the like countermeasures and protocols and stuff will have what's a countdown, which means like it's a ticking clock as you're hacking, and if it gets down to 0, some countermeasures may go off, right? So there's kind of this ticking clock throughout. All right, so the idea is that you're trying to successfully get through the nodes to get control back of this Dream Network.
Okay.
All right. So let's give it a shot. It's going to be a little weird, but I think it's going to be fun. Let's see what we can do here. You guys kind of like plug in to the network. Now, have you guys each chosen visual representations of your persona?
Indeed.
What you got, Dustin?
My persona is a floating, glowing mustache, surrounded by like a nebula of pinks and purples, and like it's like a little like a will-o-wisp, but with a mustache, and that is my digital persona. That's what I look like.
I love it. Zach, what about Sayun?
Sayun's digital persona is going to be a pair of wispy black butterfly wings, and if the butterfly itself is visible, then it's got like a little bit of an elongated head.
I will say that that's not visible yet, but that I like where you're going with it. Okay. John, what about Subana's?
Yeah. So, have y'all ever seen Loki?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So Miss Minutes.
Oh,
Is basically the digital avatar.
I love it. So like a little clock.
Straight up.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah,
I love it.
yeah. It's a clock with legs and arms.
Heck yeah, dude. Beautiful. All right. And Heath, what about Raya?
I think Raya's is like a little, like dragonkin, but like lankier than a dragonkin would normally be, but small also. So think like if a dragonkin were like Tinkerbell.
Like a little tiny miniature dragonkin?
Yeah, but like purplish, like purple silverish kind of color.
Yeah.
Cool.
Like a sprite dragon.
I like it. Okay, beautiful. So we
I'm
have...
picturing Mushu, right?
Yeah, okay, I see. Yeah. So you got,
not a Chinese dragon that's like long and skinny.
Fair enough. Yeah.
so
yeah,
you
true,
got a mustache, you got black butterfly wings, you got Miss Minutes, and you got a little sprite dragon sprite. I like it. Okay, so you go in. So the first thing that you got to do here is you got to hack in to like the basic node. Like you got to just get into the network. And this is going to require some hack checks and a process check. The support skills are mysticism and perception. Okay. So let's start with any potential aids. So anybody, the lead hacker can get a max of +4, but everybody can try, right? So like,
All right, let's network our wheels together.
So mysticism or what else?
or
perception?
Yes.
Okay. I guess I'll try to roll perception for Sayun to aid.
Okay. Any of the other two of you, would you like to?
Yeah, mysticism.
Okay. John?
I'm looking to see if my perception's higher than my mysticism right now. Nope. Okay, yeah, perception.
Natty 2 on that. So,
Well, you do not aid.
Yeah.
Focus.
You feel very out of place here in the Dataverse.
Of
you know what I
course,
mean? Like
of course,
this,
yeah.
this is
This
it's
is-
like almost like a weird digital void to you. You know?
Where's my body? Where's my body? Can anybody hear me? What's going on?
Take some time to get acclimated.
Raya, were you able to assist?
Unless the check is insanely high, I think a 28 is going to get it.
Okay.
Nice.
Dirty 20.
Okay. So that is 2 aids. That's going to give you a +4. Right?
Excellent.
My mustache is tingling.
Oh, wait. It might. Okay. There might actually be more to this. Okay. A lead hacker gains a +2 bonus to their check to perform that action if they do so before the end of the phase. The bonus increases to +3 if you exceed the DC by 5 to 9, and to +4 if you exceed the DC by 10 or more. A lead hacker can't gain more than a +4 bonus to any one check from the aid action, even if aided by multiple allies. So, like, you're at +4, but one person can get you to a +4 potentially, even if the others fail. Right? All right. So, go ahead. You can choose to roll hack or process, and remember, in this phase, you can also try to do 2. You know,
A minor and a major.
well, yes, but you could try to do another major, but it would be at a -5
Okay, yeah,
penalty.
yeah.
So you could potentially roll your first one without the aid, and then use the aid on your next one to make that a -1 rather than a -5.
Okay.
Let's walk before we run.
I guess I would process because I can't. We're in.
You're gonna have to do both, right? Like,
Okay.
So you can pick which one, but you will need a success on process and a success on hack.
Okay.
So you
Is that just a computer's check plus one?
Yeah.
Just roll? Mm-hmm. So it is based on my computers?
Yeah, you roll your computers, and then you'll add the +1 that you get from hack or process.
Okay. For a second, I thought it was just a base roll plus
No.
one. I was like,
no. This boosts your computers up a little
okay,
bit.
that's wonderful. Here we go.
Let's see what we're dealing with.
Which one
That
are
is
you
a
doing?
28
Are you doing hack or process?
process.
Process. Okay, that is definitely a success. So you get in there and you start tinkering around, right? And you see an opportunity for you to get in with a hack, right? Like you see
nice.
where you need to go, and so now you need to do a hack. Now, if you don't take the -5, right, that will end this phase. Mm-hmm. But if you want to continue or do a minor action, you can within this phase. I will say at the end of each phase, any potential countermeasures or defenses happen at the end of a phase.
Okay.
But right now, you've just started trying to get into the network, right?
Okay.
And you see an opportunity to get in through your process
And
check.
the hack check is also a major action. And I would take
Right, so you would have to
-5.
yeah, correct.
But I can use my aid on this one.
Because the action that you're actually doing is resolve.
Okay.
Okay, because you're trying to resolve this node. So, are you going to take the -5 or end the phase?
I'm going to take the -5 because I have not used my aid.
Okay,
yet.
beautiful.
So,
All right.
so that would be no bonuses really because I have a +1 to hack
Right.
and I get a plus aid. So it's just like I'm
Yeah.
rolling a flat computers check. And here we go.
I see her tendrils in the mainframe. I'm gonna try a little bit of exploratory bashing.
And here we go. Not gonna do it. That's 17.
That is a fail. Okay.
Okay.
And end of the phase, I
End of the
assume.
phase.
Right. All right. Nothing happens. You can continue to push. New phase.
All right. And that's the aids.
So yeah, everybody can aid again. Mysticism and perception.
Do I mess him up any if I get a natural 1? Just out of curiosity.
For no reason.
Hypothetical.
My
No.
mustache.
No, you
Okay.
did not.
Well, there was a reason.
15.
15 that's your total?
Yes.
That is not an aid.
All right, I'll try a perception again, but
Okay.
18 total.
That is a success, but just a regular success, so +2.
Okay.
All right, so let's get it there, Gil. Gil's
Okay.
hacking like a madman over there, just trying to get into this
I'm
Dream
hacking.
Network. The rest of you are floating behind him in the dataverse, just giving him encouraging words. Raya, maybe you're a little stunned at how your persona manifested, and trying to take that in and a little distracted and unable to help.
At least on this last term, for sure.
Yeah.
Hold my mustache and give me power.
I'm good.
We're in the digital
I
world.
don't want to hold anyone's mustache.
Just think about doing it, and you'll do it.
Yeah, just grab him by the mustache here.
It won't hurt, I promise.
You made it weird.
Yeah, you did. All right, I'm hacking. The resolve action continues. I did the process successfully,
Yeah,
but I
process
didn't do the
still
hack.
success, but you need to do a hack, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna do a hack.
Here we go.
That's pretty good.
You didn't
That's,
tell me it was Mario's mustache.
This is the digital world. Sometimes, it messes with my personality.
Okay.
So that's
That's a success, yes.
Yes,
With a
yes,
23. 25 with the aid, right?
And a 26 with the +1.
Okay, beautiful. So now I have to do something.
I think Zach's asleep.
Oh, he's out.
Oh,
he's
there he is.
He's Japanned out. It's okay. We'll give him the grace there to take a little nap. You have now gained secure access to the network.
All right, I got root.
And you see a new module pop up. A secure data module. So this is another node that you're going to have to do. This one is going to require successes from deceive, hack, and process. All right, and then I do something that I'm supposed to do here.
Have y'all seen the show Pantheon?
I've heard about it.
I have.
No,
Yeah.
I've been meaning to watch it though.
Man, this is reminded me a little bit of that, you know?
A little bit.
In the
a little
digital
bit.
space, doing freaking... Well, we're hacking right now, but I'm imagining I'm fighting CORA, you know?
So once you get
in,
you also start to notice like tiny little like they look like snakes, but they're actually wire coils, much like the dreads that are on CORA's body. Start to scanning your personas. And so you recognize this, that these automated security systems are continuously trying to verify your identity that you've manifested to hack into here. So this is going to cause you some problems if you don't deal with this. So this is another potential thing you can try to resolve or let go. But like now you have this countermeasure problem here, and these things are scanning you. Okay? Ooh. So that will require deceive or hack.
Yeah, I could definitely hack.
Right.
Negative to deceive. So.
But you also have the secure data module too that you're trying to get into as well. We're starting a new phase here. The support for the security check is bluff or stealth, and the support for the secure data module is bluff or stealth, mysticism or sense motive, perception or survival. But that depends on which check you're doing, right? So first of all, which node or objective are you going to start with this phase? You
mentioned the success requirements for the node, but
it's one of each.
Is there any is any requirements for the countermeasures or the
yes, deceive or hack.
Okay, yeah. If it's one of each, and the module is, I have to get all three, then I'm going to go for the protections first to see if, so they don't disable our personas or whatever.
All right. So support for this is going to be bluff or stealth. Does anybody want to try to do this? It'll be tough.
I can stealth.
All right.
17.
That is not good enough.
Okay.
I mean, you tried, but this is tough. This one's tough.
I do got bluff.
All right. What about you, Heath? You got bluff or stealth?
I can't do either one.
I mean, you can always roll. You might get a natural 20. You don't have to be trained in either of those.
Okay, I didn't know.
I got a 13.
That is not a success.
I figured.
I got a natural 1.
That is not a success. Okay.
2 in a row.
Ooh. Yeah, very distracted indeed. All right, so these wire coiled snakes are just like scanning. There's 2 of them, right? And they keep scanning on you. Are you going to, I assume you're going to try to hack, right?
Yes.
All right, so you have no aid. Let's get the hack.
All right, here we go.
Come on, you can do it.
Think evil thoughts. Here we go. All right, I assume that's going to be a fail, but I will, since I am a gnome, I chose hyper-focused, so I can re-roll any computer's check once a day.
Hell yeah.
So I'm going to do that.
Hell
Because, I don't want to be found out right out the gate. I want to do that. Okay. Gotta be better than an 8, but knowing the luck... Well, never mind. It's going to be a 20. Woo! Here we go!
There you go.
Nope. it was... I hate how the dice just goes, nope.
Yeah.
All right, so that is a fail. And they haven't found you yet, but, they're now hyper focused. Now, are you going to try to roll again in this phase, or are you going to let the phase drop and start over?
I'm feeling lucky. I'm going to roll again.
Let's go.
I'm going to roll
-5.
again. -5.
Don't forget you have inspirations.
That's
There
right.
you go.
Okay, and there was no aid, right? Okay, so I'll use an inspiration. That's a +2, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we go. Shazam. So it's a -3. So that would be 19.
19 is not enough, dude.
Damn it. Damn it.
You would have got it otherwise, but that penalty got you. Well, did you add your... No, but you didn't add your inspiration.
Oh, so yeah,
So that
I
took
guess that'd be a
it back.
21.
21 meets beats.
Nice.
So that is a single success. You see one of the coils snakes just kind of fizzle out. You know, as you just hack it, it just like it loses all form and just becomes like binary code, and it drifts back into the
and then I
dataverse.
absorb it into me.
You don't do that.
Powerful.
No, you don't do that.
Get more powerful than you could ever imagine.
But there is still one hanging out there.
Yes.
You know, it's probably impossible for you to
it's
get
impossible.
a 21 with a
It's
minus
impossible.
10, right?
I'd have to get a natural 20.
All right, so end of round. Okay. Have we done 2 rounds of this already? Or this is the
Yeah,
first
this is the end of the second round because we.
of the end of the
Yeah, this
second
would be
round
the end of
on
the
this
second
on the security bots?
No, this was just the first one.
All right, cool. All right, so they're still there, but you haven't been found out yet. You have one more phase here to try to get these things going. All right, so let's get those bluff and stealth checks from the support team.
All right.
And like, how are your avatars or your personas interacting with this wireless or this wired snake?
Oh.
Depending on what you're doing, you know, if you're stealthing, are you just like trying to hide from it, or if you're bluffing, are you trying to project like some images of Cora on yourself, those types of things?
Let's see if I can be a clockwork with wire dreads. Let's see.
I mean, it
No, I
is
don't.
like you're basically
I don't age.
trying to
No.
spoof your access.
You're right, exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Stealth, I guess. Hey, 22.
Oh, that's juicy. There's an aid. Did we get anything from Raya? Another natural 1, maybe?
I got a 12.
Okay. Well, we didn't get the hat trick, but that still is a fail, unfortunately. But you do have a +2 here, Dustin, for Gil's hack to finally get rid of these security bots, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right, so that'd be a +3 total with my +1 to hack. So let's see what happens. All right, that is a 23.
23. That is a success.
Wonderful.
It'll be.
Yes. So,
Undetected.
Root access.
all right. So you're undetected. So now I'm adding, because of the success, I'm adding more rounds on the countdown clock. Okay. So like, you can't just stay. You can't get rid of these things completely, but you've bought yourself. Let me roll real quick.
200 rounds.
Whatever the length of the countdown is.
Okay, very good. So yeah, you've bought yourself 3 rounds.
Okay, that's wonderful.
Yeah, so you've kind of confused them for 3 phases. All right.
Okay.
All right.
And then in the same round, I'm going to switch over, take that -5 to see if I can like process the module.
Okay, so the secure data module. You won't be able to get any aids this turn unless somebody wants to spend a resolve point to which they can then try to aid. And which one are you doing first? Deceive, hack, or process?
Process.
Process. So for this would be perception or survival.
All right. Let me see here.
I've got a pretty good survival.
Yeah, I got a shit survival.
Are you going to
so
use
I'm gonna go
resolve
with
to do it?
Perception.
Oh,
Sure.
Yeah.
no. I don't want to use resolve.
Yeah, like do it if you think you can get it, but otherwise maybe wait till next phase.
Nah, I wasted a resolve.
I think I
Dang.
can
I
get it.
did.
think I'm gonna get it.
A 23, get it?
It does get it. So that is a
Nice.
+2 here. So you are now trying to find Cora's actual code inside this module. You're trying to access the module and then wipe her code from it. Okay?
Yes.
So you are now going to try to process first to try to find a way in. Mm-hmm. And so you do have an aid here, a +2.
Yes.
To
But
your-
I also have a -5, right?
No, yes.
Okay.
You do.
So
Yes.
it ends up being like a -2 because I have a plus to process and then the aid. So
Correct.
Just a -2. Big money. No
Let's go.
whammies.
No whammies,
Come
no
on.
whammies, no whammies, no whammies.
No whammies. That's a
Dude,
pretty
that's
good roll,
big,
baby.
pretty big money, dude.
That's 25.
25 is a success. That's one
Yes.
success on the secure data module. Okay, we're doing good, guys.
Hell
We're
yeah.
doing really good. All right, we're going to go to the
That's
next
one.
phase. Counting down the clock. All
3
right.
turns, right?
Yep.
All right.
All right. So now, which one are you going to try? Hack or deceive?
Let's go with deceive.
Okay. To support the deceive, we'll need a bluff or stealth aid checks.
Gonna try bluff.
All right. Try to bluff.
Okay. You know what? I'm gonna try rolling off a foundry because I have not been getting any luck.
I'm Cora 18. I'm supposed to be here, says Miss Minutes.
Hey, sugar.
I have a +0 to bluff, but I rolled an 18.
Okay. Let's see. That's pretty close. That is a success.
Nice.
Oh yeah, I got a 25 on mine.
Ooh, that is a very good success. So we're now at the
Excellent.
max +4.
Excellent. And then, so that's basically a +3 because I have a -1 to deceive. That's why I want to do that one. Get that one out the way.
Yeah.
+4, +3.
Let's
Here
do
we go.
this.
All right. So that's 25.
25 is a success.
Nice.
Hell
So
yeah.
you found the way in. You've
I'm talking
deceived
about.
yourself. You've hidden yourself from her knowledge, and all you have now to do is you have to hack this code.
Yeah.
Now, we're still in this phase. You can attempt to do it with a -5. You know, and your companions can spend a resolve point to try to aid that, or you can move to the next phase.
Okay. So you see the mustache kind of like, it's almost like a prehensile mustache. So it kind of like the threads or the hairs kind of turn into like little fingers, and then they crack the fingers of the mustache.
Crack
you know,
that mustache.
he's like, okay, I can do this. I can do this. And then he's gonna try again. He's gonna try again with a -5. Does anyone want to spend a resolve to help?
I will go ahead and spend a resolve. to help.
Right.
Bro,
I'm down to 3. I'm down to 3.
dude, that's bold, bro.
It is bold. It is bold, but that's as far as I go. Let's see here.
I'm gonna have to sit this one
Oh,
out.
I'm
I
rolling
think.
on it.
Yeah,
Let's see. You said it was a bluff or
no, we're
think
on
it-
hack. So
Yeah, we're on
it's-
hack.
Sorry, it's mysticism or sense motive.
oh, well then discard that
Yeah, I
roll.
will.
All right, cool. Mysticism or what?
Sense motive.
Oh, okay. So let me see mysticism. Nah. Go with mysticism. Okay, 17 on that mysticism.
That's a success.
Nice. All right.
Fantastic.
I for sure thought that was going to be a waste.
Well, so I was reading that the aids are actually a lower DC than the what Dustin has to hit.
oh, okay.
All right.
Okay, so you did aid. So that
Did
is
aid.
So it's a -2. Okay.
Wait, you're hacking. Why is it a minus? Oh, because
This is the second one, yeah.
Yep.
Right.
Okay. Oh, slam a ding dong. Not a positive roll. It was a 1.
That is not good. That's not
I mean,
good.
I do have I re-rolled on my Eternal Hope?
Did you not just do that?
No, that was my Hyper Focus. So Hyper Focus, I can re-roll Computer's check. Eternal Hope, I can re-roll a 1.
I don't
I
think
wish
you've
I
done
could
this,
grant
this
you
time.
a paradox.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, I don't
I
think
don't
you've
either.
done it at this point. So
Okay, I'm going to do it then.
all right.
It's
'Cause
like,
that,
that
that
did
would have
not happen.
like
And so,
erase,
like,
erase,
just
erase, backspace,
my-
Control Z, Control Z, Control Z.
Control Z.
Yeah, exactly. And then the tendrils, my hairs of my mustache go into the module. I concentrate. And, so that would be a 23.
That is a success. when you like you almost went down a wrong pathway, you know, like
Yeah.
you almost did, and you saw going down that way. Had you done that, like there was all these self-defense protocols that were about to show up and just rake into you, and you were like able to back out of that very quickly, and you found the right channel to go in.
Yeah,
and
minimize.
You wiped the code, Cora's code, from the Dream Network. And at the same time, you hear this loud, "You should not have done that!" And Cora, or a virtual version of her, manifests in the room. This is what she looks like. And she says, "I followed you here on that cook's vessel, and now I will destroy you so I can have this realm for my own and spread my code and intelligence across the entire galaxy. Prepare to be deleted, and we will see you."
Nice.
Let's get
That
it.
is pretty cool.
How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, Cora?
Thanks for listening to the STF Network. If you want to hear more from us, check out our other Starfinder and Pathfinder shows at the STFnetwork.com. That's the STFnetwork.com. And support us on Patreon to listen to our bonus podcast, including our homebrew adventures and Tom Talks, our behind-the-scenes show. Stay groovy, possums.